Good afternoon to the viewers. Thank you very much to all the people behind the scenes who played a major role in making this Tshwane Mayoral Summit possible. It was a huge organization, it's very well organized, and they really deserve our thanks and our appreciation. I spoke on the budget speech of the Minister of Finance in Parliament, and the elements of the budget speech that we need to take into consideration when we assess the budget going forward, with the implications for taxpayers and for the whole country.
Basically what I said is that our taxes are getting higher, our expenditure is also getting higher, and we're in a bit of a bind. We have some good news this year. So far, the weather looks a lot better, especially in the northern part of the country. And it certainly looks like better commodity prices. So I think the growth this year could be a little bit more on the upside. But having said all that, I think what we've got to look at what we can do in cities. Cities are very, very important because cities is where a lot of people are. South Africa is more urbanized than any other African country other than perhaps Egypt. And we've got to create the jobs, not just in the cities, in the rural areas as well, but a lot of them are going to have to come from the cities.
And then have expectations of better economic performance from 2020 onwards, when we have a new government in South Africa after Mr. Zuma.
So I think there's a lot of things that this budget, although it's a harsh budget, allows us to do if we think differently about that money that we're going to get and how we spend it to make the citizens of our city feel better off, feel that things are working for them, whether it is a clinic or whether it is the bus that you get on in the morning to take you to work.
In the budget speech, the Minister already announced a wealth tax on income earners above 1.5 million rands. At the same time, the dividend withholding tax increased by 1/3, and I'm expecting more forms of wealth tax in the years to come, so that high-earning individuals and wealthy individuals will pay more to the fiscus and hence contribute more to economic redistribution and wealth redistribution in South Africa.
How do we empower people? Give them their land, give them the property that they stay on, give them the title deeds, give them encouragement to borrow against it so they can think of their own business ideas. But before you do that, maybe present classes on how to do bookkeeping, and that you should, as a business, make a profit. And a profit isn't racketeering or ripping people off. It is providing a goods or a service for a fair value. And those are the sort of things. And how do you market? All those sort of more practical elements, I think we're leaving behind in our education system.
My thoughts simply, as I've said in the discussions, we need to think in a different way about this. We need new thinking. We cannot continue to do the things we did up to now with an expectation of getting a different outcome.